And welcome back to another episode of Life in Prison. As always, my name is Zach. And if you're new, haven't already done it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button so you'll be first informed when I upload this here prison content. When I wake up in the morning and I want to put on a nice form-fitting shirt, what I do, I head over to Stone Collective Supply Company and pick me up one of these Stone Collective first drop shirts. This one, it's got the dog paw on it, obviously. That is our thing. But you guys can go ahead and pick up one of these, a black or white one, if you want to go ahead and check. So today what we're going to be getting into is the Aryan Brotherhood versus Crips. So in my past videos, I've talked about an individual named Slim, who is a patched member in the Aryan Brotherhood, who looked out for me, pretty much. When I first got up to Mount Olive, he was the individual that had, gave me some food, gave me some magazines, and a couple other necessities, just because he'd heard of my name from another comrade of mine, Gigi, who I greatly support. My homeboy Gigi, he is in Virginia right now, doing a little bit of time. So, Gigi, I know you and your family out there. I love you, big dog. So, I first came across this individual named Slim back in the Q's program, back in the hole. He was on D3 program, so he was back there. He'd been back there for a couple years for killing another inmate while in prison. He had stomped on the dude's head and ultimately killed him just like that from stomping on his head. And there was a bunch of Nike track marks all over his forehead. I talked about it in another video on killings that happened in prison. So go ahead and check that one out. If you haven't, it's a banger. So today we're going to be going back into prison, talking with Callie, my homeboy from San Diego, Crip, that is serving a life sentence up at Mount Olive today. And he's got a story where, some things popped off after Slim ended up getting out of the hole after like 9 years from killing the individual. There was a situation that happened and, a riot broke out, and Callie was right in the middle of it. So, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. If you haven't already done it, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. So, Callie, this is for you, my guy. Cha-ching.
I see you,
my boy.
I seen you sitting right there from the regional jail shirt and shit.
Yes, sir. It's my setup, my guy. We're getting back with you today, and so for the subscribers that I told how I know this individual that you'd gotten into it with, Slim, as I said, I'd met him back in the hole. He's technically the first person I'd met, when I got up to Mount Olive back in the hole, because he was doing whole time back there for, I guess, killing that dude. So, go ahead and break it down, because this is a very interesting story, because I haven't really, heard the whole thing anyways myself, so this is going to be new. So, explain to the people what had happened in this whole situation.
Well, I mean, how it all started for real was like one dude. He was on some creeper shit, I guess you can say. It was like this little female CO or whatever, and the nigga was like stalking the bitch, you feel me? Like always trying to talk to her when he be seeing her walking, so on and so forth. So the bitch, she over here, like, she just telling motherfuckers that be talking to her to beat the nigga up, you feel me?
Yeah.
And the niggas that she told was like, man, they was niggas, so they're like, man, we ain't about to do no shit like that, you feel me?
Yeah.
But instead of like warning the nigga, they just, left it like that and ain't say shit to the nigga. But so now she done told this nigga Slim, and he over here on some like Captain Saberhole type shit, like the bitch ain't giving you no twat, she ain't bringing you the bag, but yet you take it upon yourself to try to get at him. You know what I'm saying? So when he got at him, niggas is like, man, hold up, you feel me? You can keep that shit with the white dudes and shit, but you ain't about to get at no nigga like that. If anything, come holler at one of us, we'll address the situation. You feel me?
Yeah. Now,
but he kept trying to.
Was this? How long do you think this was after he'd gotten out the hole? Because he did what, like 7-8 years back there? 9?
Yeah, this was. Yeah, he's been out. He was out for like I say maybe about a year at the time. You feel me?
Okay, so
but see how shit was, cause like like niggas fucked with him. I fucked with him. You know what I'm saying? But it was like he was on some real power trip type shit amongst his own kind. So you over here, embarrassing your own people, slapping around, doing all this crazy shit to niggas, and then you trying to do it to a brother. Like, my nigga, you keep that shit on that side. But now that you crossing paths over here, that's a no-go. So niggas, hollered at him about it. He claimed that he wasn't going pursue it further, but truth find out the nigga was like trying to recruit motherfuckers or whatever the case may be. Now with me, you know what I'm saying, like the nigga owed me money. You know what I'm saying? He owed me like $250. So I'm like, shit, in the minutes of waiting for my bread and shit, this shit is transpiring. So now I gotta think in my head like, damn, if shit get to going, sideways, I'm gonna be out of my money. You feel me? So I'm hoping that nigga, keeps his word and just leaves the shit alone and let us handle the shit. But you know how the nigga is. You feel me? He just felt like the nigga was Superman or some shit, so he keep going off at the mouth. So now it's a whole little shindig going on, and niggas is just talking back and forth. So when he talking to the homie Molino, they arguing and shit. So I'm getting frustrated because niggas is just fucking talking. You feel me? Yeah. Like you saying all these obscenities back and forth. Like what the fuck is the talking for? You feel me? So goddamn, I done, did my little sharking, circled around till I got behind these niggas and shit. And I tapped my mans. I'm like, cuz we about to, you feel me? Man, we about to end this shit. You know what I'm talking about? So motherfucking as soon as the nigga, and the crazy part is though, when I, came around the back, I noticed he had the blicky in his hand. I didn't even know that from standing in front. So now my mind is like, oh, so this nigga was gonna try to talk his way and then sneak the homie and hit him in his neck or something. You feel me? So right when I stepped and hit him with that Louisville Slugger punch, I noticed his mans and shit slipped his hand in his pocket. So I just stole cuz. Bang! I'm like, bitch, this neighborhood. Nigga, what's wrong with y'all? And shit just went crazy from there. You hear me? Everybody just got to going crazy. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, nigga.
Shit on neighborhood, cuz.
Hey, for real. Hey, nigga, I went like about four different motherfuckers, nigga. I'm just ping-ponging these niggas like shit. I'm over here in a circle with cutting them, giving them the business. Go to the next nigga, give them the business like shit. Nigga, shit. Hey, put that, on the nigga, you feel me? Take that, nigga.
Nigga, hold that.
Hey, had that nigga kite back. This nigga act like I ain't read 48 Laws of Power or something. Like, you ain't about to get me with the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna have me feel like everything's cool and then, like, you come around me and just rock my shit. Yeah, fuck out of here, nigga. That's how niggas die. You got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And like not too long ago, cause he back here again. So it's like 2 months ago, the nigga tried to holler at me and shit. And I'm like, man, I ain't got nothing to say to you, my nigga, just because all them other niggas, let bygones be bygones and they talking to you again. I stand on my shit, my nigga, and it's fuck you to the fullest. You feel me? Like, once we go to battle, nigga, it's over with. You a ultimate op. And if you be coming anywhere and, touching distance, I'm taking off on you. You feel me? Like, fuck out of here with that shit.
We're not getting, it's no point getting caught slipping, especially in a place where that's the number one thing you don't want to be doing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what's wrong with these niggas in here. Like, when the homies told me that some of them niggas is back fucking with them and shit like that, I'm like, shit, if they end up getting they shit blitzed, that's their fault. Because why is you fucking with this cat? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, after what we just did to him and his homeboys, nigga, we fucked them niggas up bad.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
Because in the write-up, it says that, inmate Trayvon Strange is being one of the inmates who assaulted the above-mentioned inmates. Not singular, plural. So yeah,
I was getting busy.
It doesn't say inmate; it says inmates with an S.
Yeah, nigga. Niggas thought shit was a game. That's what's wrong with them and shit. And I ain't gonna cap though. I ain't gonna cap. I did tell the nigga though. I'm like, shit. If you want shit to be kosher, nigga, shoot that bread you owe me, nigga. Shit, fuck wrong with you. I ain't forget about that money, nigga. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, some of the niggas be having that little saying and shit. Hands laid, debt paid. Fuck no, nigga. Shit, I need mine. I don't know who it was. Nigga done got me though. I got tagged in the wrist and everything over that shit. Yeah, that shit went straight through my wrist. I'm like, ooh, son of a bitch. I ain't know though. I didn't know I was hit until after the fact. And then, cause my uncle up here and shit, my uncle like, damn, cuz, what's wrong with your hand? I look, my shit full of blood and shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah. Nigga done stabbed me in the wrist.
That's exactly. It's one of those things when everything's going on, you don't notice nothing. You don't, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't. This shit went through my wrist though. This was no cut. This motherfucker went through my shit. God, and I don't know which one. It was either between Slim and fucking Tennessee, one of them niggas, cause the homie, he got hit like on the side of the face and shit. You remember Tommy?
Yeah. Yeah,
Tommy got hit. He got hit on the side of his face and shit. Molino got hit like in the arm. You know what I'm saying? But that's...
Whenever situations happen up there, it's kind of normal, to be honest with you. Like, there's a lot of knife play in normal fights a lot, especially up there, especially with a lot of these dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I tell my subscribers it happens.
What you talking about? That's just, you know what I mean? That's just one of the war infractions, though, that come with this shit.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. It's like people out here, they see these rappers and stuff living this lifestyle, this gangster lifestyle, right? And everyone that's ever seen pictures of the inside or people that are locked up living that had lived that gangster lifestyle, it's like, this is exactly where it's going to get you. How much of a gangster do you think you're going to be in a cell when you got big dudes rolling down on you? You ain't got your gun no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out here selling dope no more. You with everybody else in the same box. Like, you know what I mean?
It's you gonna have to do or die, my nigga. Like, I know that nigga Young Thug just caught that Rico case and shit. Yeah. And I read somewhere the nigga was like rapping over the phone talking about contemplating suicide and shit. Now, that goes to show it's all fun and games when you out there making that money talking about bodies on the track. But then when it's time for you to face that real time, now you want to kill yourself. The fuck?
Yeah. It's some people can't accept the fact, you know, they want this lifestyle, they want this image, this look, but the consequences that actually come with it, they are not built pretty much for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, we always try to promote positivity. Yeah, things happen, shit happens, but then again, it's not going to prevent us from moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. It's in my opinion, for me, you know, that's like when I got sentenced, you know, I told my mom and shit, I'm like, shit, all this is a minor setback for a major comeback, my nigga. Period. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a firm believer that I'm made to win and I'm built to last. You feel me?
Greatly appreciate it, Callie. So is there any shout outs or requests that you want to go ahead and put out there?
Shit, most definitely. You know what I'm talking about? Goddamn, shout out to Mom Dukes and my grandma. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker, my Uncle Ian. My best friend, my Aunt Cece, you know what I'm talking about? My little cousins and shit. Little Mikey, Sanaa, Avi, you know what I'm talking about? Shit like that, you hear me? We in the bitch, you feel me?
Alright, again, I really appreciate it. To be
continued, you gotta stay tuned, you know what I'm talking about? Shit.
Hey, this right here is Crip Chronicles from Calioso, my guy.
You're